In a small, quiet village in France, there lived a kind and intelligent young woman named Belle. She was different from everyone else. While other girls gossiped in the square, Belle always had her nose in a book. She dreamed of adventure and loved stories of faraway places. Her father, Maurice, was an inventor, a kind but slightly forgetful man whose inventions didn't always work, but whose heart was always in the right place. One cold winter day, Maurice set off for a nearby city to show his latest invention at a fair. But as he traveled through a dark, foreboding forest, he lost his way. A blizzard howled, and his horse, Philippe, spooked at the sight of wolves. They bolted down an unknown path, desperate for shelter. Suddenly, through the swirling snow, Maurice saw the iron gates of a magnificent castle. He staggered inside, calling for help. As he warmed himself by a fire, he saw a single, perfect red rose glowing in a glass case. Thinking it would be a lovely gift for Belle, he reached out to pluck it.
Stop!
A thunderous roar shook the room. It was the beast.
You have tried to steal my most precious possession. For this, you shall be my prisoner forever.
Maurice begged for his freedom, explaining he had a daughter. The beast, feeling a flicker of pity, made a deal. Meanwhile, Belle was growing frantic. When Philippe returned alone, she knew something was wrong. She found the castle and bravely walked right in, discovering her father cold and locked in a dungeon.
I will take his place.
The beast was astonished by her bravery and selflessness. He agreed, releasing Maurice, but making Belle promise to stay in the castle forever. At first, Belle was terrified of her captor. The beast was gruff and had a terrible temper, but she soon discovered the castle's other secret. The curse had also transformed his servants into enchanted objects. There was Lumiere, a charming candelabra, Cogsworth, a grumpy mantel clock, Mrs. Potts, a warm-hearted teapot, and her son Chip, an excitable little teacup.
Beast was scary, and Belle was terrified by his unusual behavior.
Give him a chance. There is kindness beneath that rough exterior.
One day, accidentally, Belle entered the West Wing, not knowing she wasn't allowed. There she saw a beautiful red rose sparkling in a glass case. She was going to touch it, but suddenly, Beast arrived, and Belle ran away.
The beast, encouraged by his servants, tried to be gentle. He gave Belle the castle's magnificent library as a gift, a gesture that truly touched her heart. He started joining her for dinner, learning to eat politely. Slowly, they began to talk. They discovered and shared lots of stories. One evening, after a wonderful time reading together, Belle saw the enchanted rose again. She noticed a petal fall. The beast explained the curse. He had to learn to love another and earn their love in return before the last petal fell, or he would remain a beast forever. The stakes were heartbreakingly clear. Their friendship grew, but Belle missed her father. Using a magic mirror the beast gave her, she saw that Maurice was sick and lost in the forest, trying to find her. The beast, seeing her distress and realizing he truly cared for her happiness, set her free. Belle found Maurice and nursed him back to health, But a vain and handsome hunter from their village, Gaston, had discovered the beast's secret. Jealous and angry, he rallied the villagers with fear and hatred, shouting, "Kill the beast!" and stormed the castle. Belle knew she had to warn her friends and rushed back. She arrived just as Gaston confronted the beast on a high balcony. The beast, heartbroken after Belle left, had given up and didn't fight back.
"Fight me, you coward!"
Gaston yelled, but when the beast saw Belle, his hope returned. He easily overpowered Gaston, but showed mercy.
As Gaston retreated, he cowardly stabbed the beast in the back. The beast collapsed. Belle rushed to his side.
Please, don't leave me. I must have returned earlier.
As she spoke, a brilliant golden light enveloped the beast. He rose into the air, his beastly form melting away. Standing before her was a handsome prince. The magic showered over the entire castle, transforming Lumiere, Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, and Chip back into their human selves. The curse was broken, and they lived happily ever after.